Hey y'all, Dennis's Backyard Barbecue. Today we're gonna do a chuck roast. I'm gonna cook it on the big green egg at about 225 degrees, and we're gonna run it up to about 190 before we pull it. I'm gonna inject it with some beef bouillon, and after we put our seasonings on it, and I get ready to put it on the grill, I'm gonna put some au jus powder, the dry mix au jus on it. And that's going to give it a little bit more flavor too. The injection is going to make sure that it stays moist and tender and juicy, which I don't expect that to be any other way anyhow. I will be using the Thermopro Temp Spike Pro, which is the Wi-Fi temp spike system. It's the TP980. We'll be monitoring the cook with that. And let's get this party started. Let's get into it. Okay, so I've got my chuck roast in the sink. I mixed up my beef bouillon using approximately 2 cups of water. So I'm using the small needle on my injector. And we're just gonna inject several different places into this chuck roast. It's just going to give it a little bit more of a, it's already going to have some good flavor to it. This is going to help make sure that we don't dry her out. And because of the way this cut is, you know, some of the juice is going to run out a little bit. I'm not worried about that. I just want to shoot as much in here as we can. We're just going to let it soak for about 3 or 4 hours. And then we're going to cook it at about 225. Okay, so I've got it injected the way I want it. I'm going to go ahead and put some of my seasonings just on the top of it. And I'm going to put some garlic salt on here. I'm not going to stick this back in the refrigerator. I'm just going to leave it on the counter. And I will season the other side when we put it on the grill. But I just want this to be able to start pulling in some of these seasonings. And there's just some black pepper. And I'm going to put just a little bit of onion powder on here. Just a little bit. I would say maybe that might be a teaspoon. All right, so let's let this thing sit for a few hours, and then we'll get it on the grill. Okay, y'all, today's video is being sponsored by Thermopro, and we will be using the Thermopro Temp Spike Pro 980 twin temp spike system. The last time I used this in a cook, I used the white spike, so this time we're going to use the black spike. And right now they're on the charging base. Everything's fully charged. But we will be using this, and I like it because I do have some errands to run today after I put this thing, after I get the chuck roast on the grill, and I'll be able to use the app, and no matter where I go, Costco, Kroger, Publix, I have to run by my dad's for a little bit. No matter where I go, I'll be able to pull up the app on my phone and know what my grill temperature is, know what the temperature of the meat is. And it just makes for a whole better cooking experience. You're not tied to the grill all day long, having to, you know, check your Bluetooth stuff to see what your temperatures are. So we do appreciate Thermopro sponsoring this video. And like I said, we will be using the TP980 for this cook. And I'll put a link down in the description to the TP980. You can get it 30% off using coupon code Dennis30. And like I say, I'll have the link to that in the description, and then we'll have the other stuff that's normally in there as well, but we'll talk about that in a different part of the video. Anyway, for right now, let's get back to the cook. Okay, so we've had our chuck roast resting in this nice little bath for about 5 hours. So I'm gonna take it and flip it and put it on the grill And now we're gonna, I'll put a little bit of my onion powder on there. We're gonna do the other side. And we're gonna do some black pepper. And we're gonna do a little bit of garlic salt. Okay, let me pat that in. Now this is the side that I'm cooking up, and I'm gonna cook it up the whole way through. So what I'm doing here is I've got my au jus gravy, and I'm just gonna sprinkle this over the top of it. Now, we are using the temp spike, the Thermopro Temp Spike Pro 980. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it right here in this end. I'm going right into the middle of the meat, and I'm going all the way in so that only the ceramic is exposed, because that is gonna tell me where I'm at grate level, also where I'm at on the meat. And right now we're already up to, the ambient is, we're approaching 100 degrees and I hadn't shut the grill down yet. And we're gonna do this at about 225 or 250. We'll see where it shakes out. Okay, let's close this grill down and let it cook. Okay, so let's see what we got. Wow, it looks good. It looks really good. The grill has reached up to 300 degrees. We're at 170 internal on the meat. So I'm happy with this. Let's pull this off. So we're gonna pull the probe. We're gonna let it rest. Let's see how we did. Okay, so this is where we are. This is our chuck roast. Take me a little taste. Ow. Let's have a taste. Okay. Okay, so let's get this sliced up. I got my glove on. I'm gonna cheat. You don't need to watch this, I'm just cheating. We'll cut this out. Okay. This is awesome. Wow. Let me see. I'll show you where I'm pulling it from. That is the best daggone chuck roast I believe I've ever had in my life. No, I got me a big old piece, so I had to chew on it for a minute. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the recipe down in the description. I'm gonna put a link to Amazon for the TP980. If you use coupon code Dennis30, you save 30% off. I'm gonna put those links down in the description. Thermopro has excellent products, and I really want y'all to check them out. Until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.